Welcome back to this episode of Pittsburgh Her, which is a collaboration. Hopefully you know this by now between Pittsburgh Magazine and Jagoff, and you will recognize these familiar faces. And ladies, it has been awesome that we've been able to do this for a bunch of episodes now, and we've had some guests, and I think we're really finding our way. And I was thinking about the different topics that have ranged. You know, I used to say, these topics are things that you talk with your girlfriends about over a martini or your roommates or your sister. I do, but I quit saying it. Did you notice? Yeah. Because now we can say, like, we've talked about everything from inclusivity to a lot of perimenopause and updates of that nature, etiquettes for baby showers. So we want to hear from you was basically the reason I was saying that. But we always like to have like I hate the term icebreaker, but that casual conversation piece. And so I was giving you guys the background on why we chose this, but is there a phrase or a word that identifies with you guys? Like your family knows that, oh, Sarah's going to say this, or this is her go-to, anything like that. Bria, you can start, because when I first said it, you were like, I don't have any of that, but then you got one. So what is it? I do.
Something that I always say is, we're on a floating rock paying bills.
Amen.
That's accurate.
It is so true. Yeah.
I'm like, look, don't stress. Like, we're on a floating rock paying bills.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yep. Wow. Such perspective. There you go. Look, you
had the
answer.
Just so simple. Like, if you can just live with any cliche type of line, then life would be easier.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Mine's really similar. Mine's no babies will die.
Oh.
Yeah. Keeping it light.
Mostly because I work in nonprofit arts and people would like lose their minds. Yes. I was like, friends, the worst thing that is going to happen is someone will miss the show.
Right. When Sarah starts anything with friends, you know it's fine. Friends.
Yeah. That could be your thing too.
That is my thing. That's what I thought your word was going to be.
Friends?
Yes. And as I joked with you guys, and not to take up too much time, but my family makes fun of me because I say, listen to the lyrics of Man in the Mirror. But it's so true. It's accountability. MJ got it right. I'm starting with the man.
Should I sing? MJ should have done it a little more though. Maybe. Question mark.
We don't need to go into that.
No, we don't. Not today.
We're not talking about his musical talent. I'm talking about his musical talent, not his ethics.
Oh,
like by any stretch.
Sure.
Christy, what is yours?
I mean, I think my family's always waiting for me just to swear.
Oh, okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Like the
my dad really does not like when I swear, and I feel like I can't swear around him. But sometimes lately, I just have he's like a deer in headlights. Like, so they always know I'm going to bring that. But I don't know if I have
a from then. If like you didn't pick it up from your
probably my stepdad swears, and I just I'm a lot like him.
Got it. Okay. Understood.
But it's therapeutic for me. So
it's therapeutic. We would be remiss if we didn't acknowledge
the couches.
The tables have turned.
I know. I apparently don't know how to relax on a couch. I can only say this.
How you feel about this?
I feel like
it's fine. It's fine. It's not good.
You're at home. Put your feet up.
Yeah, you can put your feet up. Totally.
No.
I think we like it, but the consensus is that we like it. It feels more homey. Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. It doesn't have to be a glamour shot.
I feel like I have to
say
noir photos.
A glamour shot. So right. All good. All right. Well, this is the part where we love to recognize, and I think this setup sort of helps identify the Steel Magnolia Bowl a little bit more. I was sort of lost in the other tables, so I'm really excited that we have this new setup. But essentially, we like to hear from you, and various viewers or listeners have submitted through various ways. You can go to the websites at Pittsburgh Magazine or Jagoff, or you can go through Instagram, or you can email any of us. These are actually from a woman's presentation. They delivered a keynote speech, and they had recognized that we were the folks from Pittsburgh Her and asked, me to speak about what it was. It took me 5 minutes. And then they wanted to suggest things that they would like us to talk about. So they emailed those. Fun. Yeah. And we got some more. So I filled it up a little, which takes the weight off of us. We don't have to fill it whenever people do it. That's the beauty. All right. You pick.
Me pick?
Yeah. That way you can move around on your couch a little more. Get you a little acclimated. What are we talking about, Sarah? Friends.
Friends. Some cities are banning entire cities, apparently, are banning phones in schools again. So much of this is confusing to me, but okay. good idea or too much? So
Yeah.
I'm happy to start because I've got a 9th grader, a 5th grader, and a 1st grader. So this is a hot topic in our district. We're out in Quaker Valley. So I haven't found that like cities are doing this sort of blanketed. I found that it's different around districts.
Right. Right.
But I don't know. In Quaker Valley, now the students in high school cannot have their phones in class. So this is new this year.
So what do they do?
So they have to put their phones away. They're allowed to use them during lunch and in the hallway, because there's a big conversation about like some students work and some students like need transportation, like to update their parents or
Medical
to check
problem
their
or something.
right if there's a problem at home, or sports schedules will change or stuff like that. So like they need to be in touch. But I think it was getting a little out of control in the actual classrooms in that kids weren't paying attention to class and they were not texting their mom that like soccer practice changed and they needed to be picked up at a different time. They were like on YouTube or playing Clash or Brawl Stars. So I like that balance. It feels right to me that like when you're in class, you can't use your phone in between. Like,
What are
you
they
do
doing
at
at the elementary level? None?
none,
No phones, yeah.
no phones, no watches.
How do you feel about that?
Elementary
Or
and
watches?
middle. Yeah,
Like the
like
Apple,
Apple Watches or gizmos. They have to keep them in their backpacks if they have them at all, because the kids were playing games on their watches too.
Yeah.
Which like it's this big. I'm like, what were you playing Snake? Like,
Yeah, right.
what
Like-
are you doing on there?
Right.
Again, I'm fine with it. We're a pretty limited technology family. My 9th grader is still on our phone plan. It's set to downtime. He's got limits on how long he can be on certain games, something like texting and like his, scheduling apps and stuff like that, or he can use those as much as he wants. But like, there's no reason that you need to be on playing Clash more than 2 hours a day. There's just simply no need.
Yeah.
And I do it for myself too. I have to like check myself. I'm like, all right, I've done Wordle.
Yeah.
How many times games?
Right.
I've checked in with the
Yeah.
peoples. I'm gonna put my buttons down.
Bria, how do you feel about that, having an infant and sort of a different perspective versus having like an of age child?
Yeah. Well, I have also 2 little sisters.
Oh, right.
One in 6th grade, one in 9th grade as well. And they're like iPad kids.
Right.
And I feel like instead of phones, they're just like consumed in their iPads and like
just
they
watching
watch everything
YouTube.
on there. Yeah, YouTube and Netflix. They just watch shows on there. But and that kind of makes me like worried about having an iPad kid, because I don't want an iPad kid. I don't mind we're all in the room together and we're watching TV together.
Sure.
But I feel like when she gets old enough, like no, it's gonna be a while before she gets an iPad or a cell phone or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like until she has to start like maybe catching the bus, then you can get like a phone to track, safety wise.
Right.
But I mean, other
Sure.
than that, you don't need I
Sure.
mean, I had a phone so early, but I was also like in these streets so
Yeah.
early. Like these kids are not doing what we did. Like, so I don't know.
Different times. Yeah.
Different times, but I'm not for the iPad kid thing. I think banning phones in school is a little harsh. But I'm also agreeing with you. Like, I feel like hallways, lunch,
Yeah.
that feels kind of right, because people have different things going on in their lives. You can't just like
Sure.
not acknowledge those things. So people get distracted. And if that's a distraction from classwork, then like, yeah, no
Right.
phones in class.
So I say this all the time. Christy and I are in the same school district. We're in North Hills. This is where my bingo card comes in, that I am on the school board. And I want to say this came through when Chris DeLuzio was having the discussions about the banning, because some of the, you actually hit the nail on the head. It is a policy. It is not something that is being banned through an entire city. So
Right.
every school has a different policy. That is a fact. So, the fact that every school has the opportunity to take it into their own hands, I think is important because you're right. There's different circumstances per school.
Yeah.
And so for us, it's the same thing. Like our middle school is not allowed to have phones. And so they hide them, and then that creates another issue.
Yeah.
The high school is allowed, but they're misusing them. So it's less about how much they're like they know they're playing games, but it's for us. I don't know about your school, but for us, what was happening is if there's something in the lunchroom where there's an altercation, bullying, fights breaking out, the kids are videoing it, and then they're putting it onto social media, which is creating a bigger problem.
I did that in high school, I will say. And I got suspended for like 2 weeks. It was this crazy thing. And I didn't think that they were like really bullying this girl, but like apparently they were. And I was part of it because I took the video and put it on YouTube back when YouTube was like the
But how
only
fair,
thing.
you're recognizing it.
Yeah,
So
I
maybe
mean, it was a whole thing. Like, and she was like, her parents and family were like trying to press charges, or like we're going to. If it was a conversation. So yeah, I was like suspended for 2 weeks. So don't record other people and bully in situations. No,
Right.
It's
Well,
not-
and so my final is I agree with you. I think there's a balance. And I think that there is a need because unfortunately we live in a world now where there are school shooters and there are serious circumstances that happen in schools, whether you have security or not, that scares parents. And I understand that that's the increasing need for homeschooling because of the fear that something like that happens. So I think that there is a need to have it for whatever the reason is, but use it wisely.
Right.
And you kind of got it. That's like almost part of school. Like, I also don't want you in a meeting checking your phone. Like, you have
Correct.
to grow up and
Yes.
learn when to use your phone and when
Great
not.
point. Yeah.
Right.
You know, so it's almost part of your education.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Sarah texts me the same thing every day. And if I didn't hear from her, I'd be worried. Hi, I'm on the bus playing Roblox.
So she's doing what
Thank you.
Sarah doesn't want. She's
Well, this
playing
would-
me.
On the bus.
But on the
No,
bus.
but on the bus.
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So she doesn't do it at school, but I get that message every single day.
I love that consistency.
And
Yeah.
but you bring up that great point. That's what you look forward to, or you've grown accustomed to with her.
Yeah. And I hear it too, ding, ding. I'm like, oh, that's Sarah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
So,
Roblox.
and she has to tell me that every day. So it's just a comfort for me. And if I didn't hear from her, I would know that something was wrong.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think it's fair. Look at us agreeing completely yet again.
Yeah.
Again?
What if I flip the table and I say,
It's not like it happens all the
"Bam."
time.
I think we agree for the most part.
I think so.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Because great minds think alike.
That's right.
All right. So that's the topic discussion, and there's no banning completely. Shout outs. Christy, I wanted to bring up in our group chat, you were talking about a place in Allegheny West called the Fry Bar.
yes.
Give us a little recap. Yeah, because I know Sarah was like, bring all the fries in. So
Yeah,
tell us a little bit.
should've,
Why
yeah.
was that so impactful for you?
This is Allegheny West. It's like the old Lola Bistro. It's that building.
Oh, okay.
I don't
so
know
like
it.
north side. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant
Galveston Avenue.
Gotcha. So it's here. It's in the north side.
Yes,
Got it. I was
yes.
thinking it was
Where
like
did you think it was?
Allegheny West, like
'Cause Allegheny
Coriopolis,
West,
right?
Oh,
These- all
like
these
the
neighborhoods,
western
like-
area of Allegheny County is where you went?
Yeah, and look how she's making fun. Did we notice that she had to quickly make fun of me?
I just was
Because
trying to
I am
follow
not
your
prox-
thought process.
I'm not
What's
proximity
happening
based.
right now?
So for me to think that was a big deal. But go ahead.
So
it's
you know where? Yeah, it's
Yes.
Galveston Avenue on
Got
the north side. So I had to write this down because I would forget. So Ashley Taylor and LaShawn SB, they're cousins.
Yes.
And so April 2022, they opened Fry Bar in Keysport, and it was through like a Penn State's. It was called the Launch Box to get businesses started. Natural gas line exploded and destroyed. Like it didn't decimate the building, but it injured 2 people.
Oh my gosh.
And it destroyed a lot of their stuff. They had a new POS system. They had just like all this stuff. That would stop me in my tracks. Like how do you go on after the place that you've been building up so long and got this, going through this program to do blew up? I would have just stopped.
Yeah.
But they opened the Fry Bar again on Galveston Avenue last December, so end of last year. And it's great. It's not just like fries are no longer just like the side you get with your burger. Or anything.
It's the
they
thing.
serve them
They
in
are
pizza
the meal.
boxes.
I've never been. Okay.
It's just like elevated fries and other stuff too. Just
Here for
really,
all the kinds of
I I lived in Ocean City, Maryland for a while, and Thrasher's fries on the boardwalk were always like just really very crispy. But these taste like Thrashers. So I just love them.
Yeah, shout out.
They just pull themselves
Women
up.
owned?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's just, they're wonderful. So
And it's the cousins who own
the cousins,
it.
yes.
I love that.
So,
That's great. We'll have to
I
go.
just
So
love
they have
that.
sweet potato fries? They're my favorite.
I don't
do
know. I
love
can't remember.
sweet potato fries.
I do love that. Yeah. I'm feeling fun.
They're healthier.
Yeah. I always said that, but I don't know if
You
it's
put
true.
everything on
They're
fries.
delicious.
Yeah, right.
They are
Just
delicious,
pretending.
I'll give you that.
I wanted to give a quick shout out as well to Shelly Duff. I think you guys remember she was the performer at our kickoff party, and she is
Oh, yeah.
an attorney as well as a musician who has created a path for herself. And she is now one of the first women to have her song played before a Penguin game. So I thought that was kind of cool. Like it's not a recreate, it's her, you know, she wrote it, she knew it, and she got it played at a Penguin game, and I just shout out to her because she was so proud of that, and
That's great.
That's
you know,
so
in a
cool.
male dominated. Yeah.
That is cool.
Look at that. And that comes to,
Really
that's
tough.
the end of another
That's all we have to
episode.
say.
Yeah, so that's it. But we want to hear from you. Continue to fill this bowl so that we can replenish the conversation. We hope you're enjoying it. Make sure you reach out to us, and you can find us wherever you get your podcasts, or you can go to Pittsburgh Magazine's website, Jagoff's website, and please follow us. Monica does an amazing job on Instagram, and we have really good outtakes. So make sure you check them out. Sarah.
See you next Tuesday.